So, yep, that's okay. That's part one. So let's save that. Let's bounce this. PCM. I think PCM. What's that? Pulse code modulator. I think that's called. But anyways, the brief specified a wave 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz sample rate even, and that's just basic Redbook standard. And I'd done a bounce down of the 3 tensions earlier, just a couple of days ago, just so I can hear them around and about, just to hear the mix and things. So we're just going to rename these tension. Actually, okay, let's copy this so I can use it in the other tensions. Yeah. Okay, that should do. So let's bounce this. Shouldn't take long, usually. Maybe it's because I'm recording my screen as well. Okay then, let's do tension 2. And finally, tension 3. Whoops, I missed the tension 2. Oh well, we don't need it. Okay, so all 3 tensions have been bounced down. I've just changed position, so maybe I'll sound different. Let's save my work, let's quit out of Logic. And what do we need? Let's load up Audacity. It's the next step. Now let's find our tensions. Logic. Yeah. Down here, Zombie Game Audio, bounces. And let's just rename this as tension 2. Okay, so now that's in order. We select these 3, import them. Okay, so all 3 are in, and they are stereo tracks. So this should be tension 1. Okay, it is. This should be tension 2. Yep, and this last one should be tension 3. Okay, that's good. Now let's take this off. So what I'm going to do is just going to select everything. I don't know if I need to select everything, but I'd rather be safe. Click View, Show Clipping, and that is good. There are no red bars, which means it's being properly mastered. It's not digitally clipping anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example of what I don't want. So I'm going to load in another song, and it's going to be a perfect example of bad mastering and bad mixing. So let's go to my iTunes folder. Let's go iTunes Music, and let's go all the way down or up to Metallica. Now, I like Metallica, they're a good band, but anyways, let's just, All Nightmare Long, that's quite a good song, but let's just import this into Audacity. We need to find it in here. Okay, that is the clipping. Right, this is digitally clipping everywhere. And if I click on view, show clipping, turn it off, look at that. Look at that waveform compared to my waveforms. Let's just, can I zoom? I'm not used to Audacity very much, so I just want to, yeah, it's up here. No, that's the output volume. I don't know where it was. Just put it there. Yeah, here. So let's zoom in. Okay, look at mine. I have perfectly good dynamic range. This is amplitude versus time, basically. So I've got perfectly good dynamic range. You can see beats and you can see things going up, and you got the peak here, and you've got the main waveform down here. That's the dynamic range. I've still got a bit of headroom. I could have compressed this more, but I chose not to. Same here. Look, there's that's been slightly compressed. These beats here for some reason, but that's still got a nice little bit of a dynamic range there. And same with my other tracks. I don't know why I just done the same track twice. That is a stereo pair. This is one track, but anyways, like you see with this one, good dynamic range. It kind of swells up, and then it kind of shrinks down a bit and swells up. And this one, you got the beat here and things, but this is just ridiculous. There's no dynamic range, and it just, let's view show clipping again. It's just ridiculous. Look how many times it clips. That is very bad mastering. That is very bad mixing. I don't know what they were doing in this album. This shouldn't happen. And it just means it's not very good listening pleasure. Even in the quiet bits, there's no dynamic range. Dynamic range isn't loudness. Dynamic range is the opposite of loudness, that kind of thing. So that's loud, but it still has no dynamic range. And this is quiet, but still has no dynamic range. And it's just awkward to explain. So let's get rid of this track. We don't need this on here. So I have my other tracks. Let's can I just back away until I find, no, I've got to zoom again. Where's the zoom? Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all my tracks, and then I'm going to go to File, Export. I'm just going to put this as Zombie Game Audio Multi-Channel, which is what I'm making. It's going to be Wave 16-bit 44.1, so it's not losing any fidelity or quality. Get rid of all this. Can I clear? Yeah, clear. I don't want to fill that in. And this is basically telling me what's going to what channel, which is very good. Audacity in, I can't actually do it in this window, but in the newest release you can do this. In the other releases you can't, and this is the only program that I found so far that could do it. Basically, this is tension 1, left and right, tension 2, left and right, and tension 3, left and right. So I'm just going to click OK, and that's going to bounce down to a multi-channel wave. And that is everything I need to do in Audacity. So actually I don't really need to save it. I can easily import it later. So let's just quit out of that, don't save. And I have my multi-channel wave somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. Is it in music? Yep, Zombie Game Audio Multi-Channel Wave. It's right there. So now I'm going to load up FMOD. I realise this is quite long-winded. This will probably be a two-parter now. So let's just load up FMOD Designer 2010. Error reading project. Yeah, I haven't had a project. So I'm just trying to remember how I done this. I need to make a new sound definition. No, wait, let's make a new event. Okay, so I don't know why it wasn't working when I loaded up a new project or something, but basically, or maybe I had to save it or do something. But anyways, now I just right click in this. Let's load in my multi-channel wave first. So sound definitions, add sound definitions from wavetables. A wavetable is like a waveform. So I put this on my desktop, didn't I? Let's go there. Where did I? No, that's documents. Whoops. Desktop there. And let's just load that. Okay then, so that should be there. Now we want to see how this handles it. So this has, okay, so this is treating it as 6 separate channels, and we don't want that. So what I want it to think it is 3 separate stereo channels. So now this is basically what it is. It's 44.116-bit, 3 channels. You know, it's a WAV file, which is great. So now all we need to do is go into our events section, add event group, and I'm just going to call it zombie. Now let's just call it level tensions. And now we right click on that and we add an event. It's going to be called yeah, just tensions. Cool. Oops. So this is our event editor, and I'm going to add a parameter. So this is not a linear DAW. Like Logic and Pro Tools and Audacity, they are linear digital audio workstations. This can be a digital audio workstation if you want. I mean, this can be a timeline here, but it's a parameter line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the parameter properties, and I'm going to give it a minimum value of 1 and a maximum value of 4. Let's see how that does. Yeah, I think that'll work. And it's going to go up in ones, which should give us enough space for our 3 tensions. And loop behavior, it's going to be on a loop, and we don't need to mess around with any of this. So there we go, the tension 1, tension 2, tension 3, that's where they're going to go. And of course it's all going to be looped. So now we need to insert, we need to add a sound, and this is what's loaded into the sound definitions. It's in looping mode, okay, and ta-da, it's here. Now this isn't the sound, the entire sound, this is just parts of it. See, that's all of it there. But that's playing everything. So I'm going to extend this so it covers all of them, and hopefully you'll be able to work out how this actually works, because it is quite complicated to explain. So first I'm going to have to add an effect, and I'm going to need an effect to make it judge between channels. So I'm going to need a channel mixer, and now we're going to do the properties of the channel mixer. So effect properties, get rid of this. FMOD is really weird. So what it's done is FMOD works from channel 0 to channel 15 and so on, and that's annoying, especially when you come from an audio background, an audio production where you're used to stereo pairing with channel 1 and 2, 3 and 4, stereo pairs. So this kind of throws everything off if you're not ready for it. So we've got 3 tensions, so I'm just going to set these up, and 4 and 5. Oops. Okay then, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right then. Oh, excuse me. Okay then, now I just want to change the envelope colors. So let's start as a neutral green kind of thing for the ambience. Let's change this to a bit of a blue, I don't know. Now let's go to orange, and then red for basically full on tension epicness. Okay then, so now you can probably see here I've got all these, I'm just going to lower these down a little bit because I like to see what I'm doing. Otherwise it's quite annoying to fiddle about with all this blah 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 up here. But let's start with the first tension. So what I've got here is the first tension. I'm going to lower this to about 1. I can't actually type it in, which is a shame. So this is what's going to give it ambience, and I'm going to make it how do I make a point? Can I do it easier with shift? Okay, I can do it with shift. And how do I take away? It doesn't matter, I need that there anyway. So this is my first tension, the ambience kind of tension, and I'm just going to lower it down into the next tension about halfway. So you can hear it, but not really. And then for the final epic tension, let's just take it right the way down so it's low. So it's always going on, it's just really low. And we don't want to look at that. Yeah, do we? Yeah, okay, so let's just arrange the next tension. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast for you, I'm getting kind of tired. So let's just add a point here. We don't want this playing yet, so let's just move this down. So this basically means this is going to come in about here. Yes. And let's move this about there. Okay, you can probably spend more time on yours. Just trying to get it on. That'll do. And shift. Hopefully, can turn this off. Hey, it's quite awkward to. Oh, my leg's going dead to do because it doesn't have a line going at the top. Only when you're placing it. But well. And go to the final tension. So let's just take this out here. I've just got a text, so I've got to hurry up. So this is coming in as the final tension. Okay, everything should be working now. So I'm just going to position myself. And let me set the stage. Well, set the stage. let me just play. This is just tension 1 going on. But as we go on, tension 2, and then finally tension 3. So you can see how it works. I would have taken more care of it, but I'm tired now. Thank you for watching this mini-series, so to speak. I'll soon be starting my actual composition for my final project that's going to be handed in and marked by the university and everything like that. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've learned something. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll reply to them as fast as I can. Goodbye, everyone.